Hello, I'm Hickey from interest.co.nz and welcome to 90 at 9, brought to you in association with the BNZ. This is your morning briefing where you get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, starting now with news that Asian markets slumped and the Dow opened sharply lower last night on talk that the North Korean military had been mobilised. There are renewed tensions on the Korean peninsula after it emerged North Korea had torpedoed a South Korean ship. South Korea has cut off ties and now North Korea has cut off ties. Asian markets are worried that if there's conflict on the Korean peninsula, China, which is the big saviour for global growth at the moment, could be affected. The New Zealand dollar fell sharply too. It tends to move around with expectations about global growth and what's happening with commodity prices. It also moves in tandem with the Dow, and it fell to 65.5 US cents overnight. It has since rebounded a bit with the Dow and is trading at 66.5 in early New Zealand trade. There are renewed fears too about what's happening with the European fiscal situation. LIBOR, the London interbank offer rate, is up again for the 11th day in a row at a 7-month high. Banks are nervous about lending to each other. It's up at 0.54%, that's double what it was in March. Meanwhile, Asian investors look to be fleeing the euro as well. A survey shows that where once they believed 80% in favour of the euro, now just 30% favour the euro over the US dollar. What does this all mean for New Zealand? Well, with more stress on Northern Hemisphere credit markets, the cost of borrowing for our banks, and therefore for us eventually, will increase. And they'll also be more cautious about lending. I'm Hickey. That was 90 at 9, brought to you in association with the BNZ.